Season 3. Let's get it started. Breaking M Theory.
Hey, buddy.
What up?
What's going on, everybody?
You got Puma on the mic.
Tony T right next to him, I guess.
Charles the Future.
We are the future Charles.
Not them.
Not them. Not ever them.
Not ever them.
It's all about us right now and you out there. Yeah, I just pointed them.
I just pointed over there.
I just wanted to point that way. Well, what's up, fellas?
Well, a little bit different tonight.
It is. Oh, so we have a new setup because it is kind of windy outside.
My hair got kind of fucked up, so we had.
Yeah, look, you see that? You see the hair? It wasn't working. It wasn't working for the future. So we decided to do a different setup. We got the Breaking M Theory logo in the back. We got the captain in the middle. We got the two wingmen on the sides because we know how to fly in.
Of course.
Right? I like this. Let's see how it. Let us know how you feel about it. But I feel good.
Feels good so far.
I feel good. Should I switch it up?
Switch the beat.
Switch it up. Well, this one. I like that one. So my goodness, it's been so. We made it to season 3.
Yes, sir.
That is what happened, right?
Yeah.
Season 3 official. But today is a special episode because if you think about it, that's 2.5 months of episodes, 10 episodes that we've done since season 1.
Correct.
And we talked a lot about a lot of different things, a lot of topics, a lot of discussions that we had. So I thought it was a good idea for us to go over some of these things to recap of where we were at. And hopefully by the end of this, we can kind of map out a little bit of where we're going to be and what we're going to talk about in the future because we got some really good topics coming up.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to make you wait to find out some of these things. But you know what? Let's start. Well, we
just recapping season 2 today.
Well, but we do have a few key things that we want to talk about beforehand.
Of course.
One that's kind of tough, but we got to do it. So lead us in, Captain.
Give me 1 minute.
I'm gonna have to pause this one real quick.
You are not my father. I am not a disgrace. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
That hit. Yeah. That hit right here, bro. That hit right there. So give us the sad news.
Dude, everybody's favorite Batman, Kevin Conroy, passed away this past weekend.
I mean, the quintessential Batman for many people.
Oh yeah.
From Batman, the animated series. I mean, he voiced it over 20 plus years, right?
Since 92 until like what?
30 years. Yeah. Basically almost 30 years. I mean, it was a shock.
It was.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, when you think about Batman, that voice, that the strength he has in the character, like you feel like he is
of course.
Batman.
Right? I mean, there's a lot of Batmans out there. Let's not get this twisted. Right?
But I've had none impress me as much as.
See, now I knew I did something wrong. I remember what I did now. Don't worry about it. We'll keep going. It's just that's how it goes. You like the coin?
I'm like wanting to press it.
Might as well.
There it is. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, no.
See, this is what happens when we take 2 weeks off. We're not on point. But you know what? I'm always on point. I always like to come up. So, what is your first memory of Kevin Conroy and Batman?
Coming home from school and watching it at 5 o'clock.
Every day, coming after school.
Channel 11.
That's true.
I think it was like Channel 11 or Channel 5.
Yeah.
I kind of remember that. I mean, this is like because that you guys went to school together, so
yeah.
So you guys went to your own homes.
No, I think that one I saw in Hollywood when I was.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
I wasn't even Burbank yet. I was in Eagle Rock.
Yeah. So we're not even close.
I feel like you've been in Burbank like forever, your whole entire life.
Right.
But there was a pre-Burbank for both of you, right? You were in LA,
Hollywood,
and then you were in Eagle Rock.
Yeah.
And I was in Glendale. Because I actually wasn't, and then I moved to the Valley when I was 8 or 9. Yeah, you were just like a little shit.
Thanks.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah, that's the voice. That's the voice he used to say to me when he came over. Hey, Eric, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
All the children.
I know. Hey, but we grew up. We got closer. We're stronger. We have Batman to keep us together. Of course, to go with Batman, you had the Joker, Mark Hamill, which I believe is like his counterpoint.
Pretty much.
I mean, the perfect balance between good and evil.
Yep.
Right? Bad.
And that's funny how Mark Hamill plays the good guy, Luke Skywalker, in
I
Star
know,
Wars.
right? For years, growing up, I did not know that was Mark Hamill.
Man.
Yeah, me too. A minute.
I mean, for sure, when it first came out, like the first, whatever, so many seasons, 2000, I didn't know that was Mark Hamill until I was much older. And then when I realized it, was like, wow, he's spot on.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, it does work. But yeah, what movies? What other movies did you do, Kevin Conroy?
What, like in theaters or just?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, like all of them.
In general.
Well, he's had 2 in theater that I know so far. When with the animated Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, that was '92, and the latest one was Batman: The Killing Joke.
Oh yeah,
that was a good one.
Me and Jay and you, we went to see the theater.
By the way, we need Jay back. Have you been talking to him?
I talked to him on Saturday, but he went home. I was trying to convince him to go to a Korean barbecue to eat.
Ah, okay.
But like, I just say I'm going home. He was being a little bitch.
You gotta let him talk to you like that, Jay. Jay, roll up. We need you. We need the 4-man crew. Same thing with A-Folk.
Yeah. Make a text group so that way, if I tell him be like I'm busy, but if it's like good,
I got you.
It'd be like for more forced to.
I'll get him.
Yeah.
I'll close the deal.
Yes.
As I've done so many times.
We're going off track.
Yes, but you know what? That's what we do on this show. That's what we do on the show. Either way, yeah.
My condolences to the family.
Condolences, man. He's gonna be surely missed.
He's always gonna be remembered.
But he's never gone because you can always go back. You can watch it to this day and just hear that voice and just be like, "I'm Batman." Hey, how was that one? Was that pretty good?
Not bad.
Okay, thank you guys.
Everybody got their own Batman.
My predictions or whatever.
Yeah.
What's gonna be the last thing he did for Batman? Movie or TV show or?
There's something that probably hasn't been released that he's done,
course.
so we'll find out soon enough. Maybe
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Because he did it. He also did it in the Justice League cartoons, right? And
he did the Batman Arkham City
and the games.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been.
I'm pretty sure something.
Either way, if you want to revisit Kevin Conroy as Batman, you have a lot of things to choose from. So
a lot of options.
A lot of options. All right. Well, yeah. Let's go on a. Actually, no. I was gonna say let's go on a brighter note, but this is just the next thing.
Yeah,
it's just as sad.
So I wasn't gonna go like that. So our BMT's Black Panther 2 no spoiler review.
No spoilers. We're gonna do this quick. We want to go over this. By the way, if you didn't notice, we got our Black Panther right here. His figurine right there. My Marvel Legends.
You guys saw it, so
yeah, you weren't able to see. I know your schedule was really booked. Like he's really booked. He has things he has to do. But no, he was really busy. We got to see it in theaters. I think being in theaters made it more emotional.
Yeah.
Obviously this movie was dedicated to Chadwick Boseman, the original Black Panther, right there.
Yeah.
Who sadly passed away a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Correct?
What was it, like 3 years ago at least? Or more?
2019? 20?
Before
20.
Yeah.
Before the COVID or right in the
middle of COVID. Yeah. And honestly, at the time we weren't even sure if they're going to make this movie or they're going to recast it or they're going to find a way to change the character in some way. And they went with honoring him and retiring T'Challa as Black Panther.
In the movie?
In the movie. So in the well, I mean we can say that this is things that you already know. You can even see this in the previews. This is, spoiler alert, he's not in the movie.
Yeah.
But they definitely honored him in the movie. The
The end credit tells you.
Not even that. The beginning, the Marvel logo when it came up.
That was good.
Dude, tears. People, tears. Like they have. Instead of all the Marvel characters, it was only Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther from all his appearances. It hits you from the gut right away. I mean, it was well done. They introduced a lot of new characters in this movie, right?
Yep.
Number one being Namor, the Submariner.
Namor?
Submariner? How would you? I always say
I love the Submariner. I always love.
I love Submariner or Submariner. That's how you read it. That's how as a kid I would read the comic books, and you have to learn how to pronounce things by reading it. So I said Submariner, but some people say Submariner. I don't know.
Submarine sandwich.
Which they changed the story of his character. I think everybody should knows this by now. You can tell it from the preview.
Yeah, they changed the background
from Atlantis to what was it?
To a more
Mesoamerican based background. So he's
Hispanic background.
It's not Hispanic.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
It's not Hispanic. It's native Mesoamerican, meaning before the Spaniards conquered Mexico. Yeah, I'm gonna go that deep on that one.
Deep.
Yeah, because there is some scenes in there that tell you the difference. And
actually, you're right, because the Spanish did.
The reason why he's called, and this is one thing I can tell you. The reason why he's called his name is Namor. It's not Namor, like in the comic book. It's Namor because the Spanish, where he came from, he was doing some gnarly shit, and they call him No tienes amor, ni amor. No amor, Namor. Made me like go, oh, that actually makes sense. Yeah. So even though someone like you was more of a purist, like from the comic books to the movies.
Yeah, I wanted it to stick more to the Atlantis aspect.
Right.
But Aquaman did take that, so I can't. They can't redo it.
They can't redo it, or it'll be more of like a ripoff. That people would feel it's ripoff.
Exactly.
So I like the change, and personally, like.
I'm not saying it was a bad change.
No.
A bad change because the story, how they put it and everything, it was nice. I loved it. But I just like to stick more to the comic aspect of it.
But it's a little more for Latinos like ourselves. It's kind of a character that we can connect to a little bit.
Relate to, yeah.
Yeah, we can relate to this character. What's oh my god. I can't pronounce how do you say the city where he's from.
Talkin.
Talkin.
So they were kind of in Mexico in the movie?
Yeah, it was definitely in Mexico. Some part in Mexico.
In the city or in the jungle?
In the jungles. So
it was next to Tulum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
where the first meteor, where it was that hit the dinosaurs and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, Gulf in Mexico.
Yeah, the Gulf of Mexico. So you could say Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, all those.
Yes.
All those countries. So that region. I like his supporting characters. I like Namora. I like all like the whole underwater visuals. Amazing. It definitely feels different than Aquaman, right?
Yeah.
But no less grand. I mean, it's an underwater city, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you could say I feel like this one was more fishier. Like it was very fishier.
It was very fishier.
Like the other one was more like civilized underwater.
Right, because in Aquaman they would be underwater and then the water would disappear in certain situations and they would talk.
Yeah.
No. They're all in water. And then they had to go into caves, like underwater caves, to get to dry land. And there's reasons why they do that, which we won't spoil here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the way they look, their attire, the whole. They're badasses.
It was good.
Yeah.
How long the movie was?
It's you know what? It's a very long movie.
It's like almost 3 hours.
Almost 3 hours. I personally didn't feel it, but this man's crazy. What time did you go watch this movie at?
2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the morning. What time did you get out?
5:30.
I couldn't do that. I had to wait till the next day, and I saw it. I saw it in the early evening. And,
damn.
Yeah. So, what else can we say? What else can you say without saying too much?
They introduced a lot of things.
Yes, they did. We could say it. We can mention that.
They know what's coming up.
A big part of this movie is Riri Williams, Ironheart. She, like sometimes I feel like they add characters just to add them, but this character was essential to the movie. Like she actually means a lot, and it got both sides, Talkin and Wakanda, in situations that were based on her. So
Yeah, she was the problem.
right, she was the problem. What's that problem? You got to go watch it. But her character is actually very cool. And you can see that she's very intelligent, and that she could build that suit, right?
That Stark
Is
level.
she from The Walking Dead?
Which one?
Michonne?
Michonne,
Michonne's
that's
still
not. That's a different character.
That's somebody else though.
That's one of the
Okoye.
Okoye. That's Okoye. That's the bald headed.
Yeah. That's her.
Was it Daryl? I can't say the name. I forgot what they're called. They're the Melage. The Daryl Melage.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
damn! I have it too. No, I can't say it right now.
Excuse us for butchering that name. But, yeah. The Protectors. The female.
They got the new suits though. The Midnight Angels.
Not one of my
They
favorite
don't want
things.
to. Yeah.
Not one of my favorite things. Watch that. So I liked her. I like. There is the side story of Le Fontaine,
Yeah.
which is leading up to possibly
Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts. We can mention this. There is a whole side story about this, and it actually makes the Thunderbolts more like you understand why they're going to be what they are. So we can't tell you how that is, but there's definitely like they're coming now, and that's why I think Thunderbolts is coming in a few months. A year. I think
This is just a prediction. This is not even a spoiler or anything.
It's not a spoiler.
Okay, we can predict this.
Yeah.
I think they're setting that up through this to what's it called? So have the Thunderbolts invade either Talocan or Wakanda.
or Wakanda.
For the vibranium.
Right. Yeah. That's
Could be a thing.
that's what it is. Either way, that's going to be a crazy story.
Yeah.
This movie actually set up a lot without forcing things on us. It actually wove it into the story, so it was actually really good. We have a new Black Panther. Should we mention that? Who it is? Should we let
Everybody
people-
already knows who it is.
Should we?
At this point, everybody knows who it is.
Shuri. Shuri is the new Black Panther. There's things about her that you can love, and there's things about her that you might not like. I'm torn because I understand. Like, she has the most reason to become the next Black Panther. I think she has the only
Yeah.
reason, but the character itself is kind of like a tough one. But you'll see in the movie why. You'll understand why.
I kind of wanted them more to give it to M'Baku.
Right. I mean, and I liked. What was his girlfriend's name? I can't remember her name right now.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, I know. We should be a little bit more proud of this one,
Right?
but we're discussing names. But at the end of the day, Shuri is the new Black Panther.
Yes.
The suit badass.
She took the torch then?
She took the torch. The battle between Wakanda and Talocan,
Very good.
crazy. Watch it, guys. Watch it.
So what is like a civil war they're having between those two?
We can't explain the whole thing.
It wouldn't be considered a civil war because it's two different factions.
Yeah.
But it definitely there was a fight between the two warring nations for reasons that you have to find out for yourself. At the end of the day, it ended with resolution and kind of like letting go of Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther,
Yeah.
right? As T'Challa, right? And left us with hope for the future. So the best way I can say that is this movie left you with hope, and man, they hit you in the gut with the feels. It's just crazy how good it was, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So watch it.
I've actually wanted to say so much, but I keep going over it in my head. I'm like, no, I can't say that.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
can't
can't
say
say
that.
that. No, I can't say that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But we did forget to mention one thing
Yeah.
about Namor. He also called himself
Ooh, a mutant.
a mutant. The first mutant,
Yep.
possibly. As of right now.
As of right now, because
As of right now. We don't know about other...
if they do something with the
Right.
X-Men later in the Apocalypse, that can change.
Yeah, because that, technically in the comic books, Apocalypse is the first mutant.
Yeah.
But as of right now, Namor is pretty old.
Yes.
Because like I said, he came from the
15th
Mayan, 15th century. So he's been alive all these hundreds of years.
Well, he considered he was an experiment at that time.
It's not an experiment.
It's not an experiment.
It's
It's just
mutant, you were born that way.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and I can't say I was about to spoil it again.
yeah, see? Don't spoil it. Let's just say a mutant is born the way they are.
Yeah.
And he was born the way he is, and that's why his people are the way they are, because of that birth.
No.
I know, it's so great.
It's a lot. Just
It's
go
a lot.
watch,
Go
just go
watch
watch
it.
it,
Here's
man.
a theory. Supposedly, the Mayas or the Aztecas, whatever.
Yes.
Supposedly, the aliens helped them to build the pyramids.
Yeah.
No comment.
I want to say something too, but no.
No.
No comment.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. Go watch it.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed. So let's give our BMT 5-star movie review.
You first.
4.7. Almost. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
There's things that I just a little off, but the way they handled Chadwick Boseman's passing, I love Namor. I love Talkin. I love everything about that. I love the conflict. I love the resolution. Some things about it. No movie's perfect.
No.
So 4.7. I'm gonna go. It's strong. Go watch that movie.
It's a very good movie, but I give it a 4.
He gave it a 4. Again, purist here,
Yes.
and he's disagreeing with.
But everything about, Chadwick Boseman, amazing.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Beautifully done.
So there you go.
Bravo.
There it is. Yeah, it's tough to say things without like spoiling like all the little details.
Right?
But we shouldn't have to. You should go watch it.
Yep.
And we recommend it. And we're nerds. So
For damn sure, bro.
for damn sure.
Which theater you went to see it?
I went to Burbank.
Burbank? Oh.
The nice prime lounge. My legs were up.
The
Adobe
on the 6th theater?
14. Number 14. The
You don't have
biggest
The
theater.
16th
Oh,
theater.
the 16.
Yeah, 16. Yeah. I love that theater.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's where I watched it. All right, so there we go.
Yeah. Now we're moving on to the main subject.
Let's do it.
It's going to be a long one.
So
We recapping season 2.
now, season 2, we went through like ups and downs and twists and turns.
did.
We talked about so many crazy different subjects that I think it's a good idea just to recap what we went over, what we discussed. I mean, when I was going over it with you guys, dude, there's some crazy shit that we talked about. It was really good information. You know what? Let's get into it. I don't want to say too much because we're gonna talk about it right now.
Okay.
So episode 1 of last season was a recap of the first season. Okay, so the first episode that we actually had a discussion.
Episode 2.
Episode 2 was what was the topic?
How many days until you seal the deal?
How many days until you seal the deal? Oh, he has to go. Here it goes. Oh, there it goes. Did it mess it up? Did it stop?
Hold on. So recently it was saying low battery.
Okay, so is it okay now though?
Yeah.
But it didn't turn off.
No.
We're crisis averted. Thank you, the future. He was looking ahead. He shouldn't. Yeah, that was good. That's why I put it like that so it'd be closer.
So recently it was not.
Ah, yeah. See, new setup. It threw us off a little bit. But okay, sealing the deal. How many dates?
How many dates? Let's get into the video.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Put it. That's another topic, but yeah. See, and ladies, I'm gonna talk to you out there. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you really like a guy, if you really want to get to know somebody, don't give it up right away. Make him work for it. And guys, I know
Nothing against you guys.
I know this is counterintuitive. Like you want to hook up as soon as possible, but trust me, if that's all you're about, and the girl's not about that, it ain't gonna happen. And if you want to get to know them, and you try to go too soon, you're gonna lose one.
And if you are that guy, then the juice will be worth the squeeze.
Oh, sorry, love that one. That was very graphic.
Thank you.
My bad. but he got some point. Yeah, because girls don't want to be thought of as hoes,
As meat?
as piece of meat.
Of course not.
They don't. No girl wants to be thought of like that. And if they do, well, then you're gonna do what you're gonna do, right?
And be happy for the moment.
So you tell me, how long do you feel in general is a good amount of time then?
Well, that all depends. Like I said, if I'm trying to hook up with somebody, or if I even get that vibe that I'm just gonna hook up with somebody, cool, whatever. I'm both ways. If I feel the person, I might take my time. If I want to just get one and done, then I might go quick. You know. It all just depends. It's the vibe that you get.
mean, you're gonna go quick, but take your time.
Okay, exactly. Yeah, I get that.
You know, I know exactly what you mean. But let's say you meet somebody. There's chemistry. There's something more than just a hookup,
Yeah.
and you actually do want to get to know them.
Okay.
How long in that situation for you feels like a right amount of time?
3 to 4 dates. 4 dates maximum.
4 days maximum.
Maximum for me. That's for me, bro.
You put a. I thought there was a minimum. I didn't know there was a maximum.
That's maximum for me. I ain't gonna waste more time.
Well, yeah, you got time, money,
Exactly.
resource,
Yep.
all that stuff. Combination.
There you go, Futuro.
Okay, well, wow, he dropped.
There you go, Futuro.
Futuro dropped some knowledge right there. Okay, you know he's so.
Wow, that was. Let's put this back on.
That's hilarious. I haven't heard that in a minute.
I know.
See what I'm saying when we're hearing these things?
You know what? This is we didn't do video yet on this.
No.
This is audio.
This is only audio.
Yeah.
It's true. Girls do not want to be thought of as hoes, as sluts, right? So if you want to steal the deal with a female, you got to put in a little work, right?
Of course.
But apparently, as Tony T has just told us, there is a maximum of time that you're going to give that.
We all have preferences.
We all have preferences, okay. I think we also mentioned that it depends on the person, right? Right? Like if somebody you feel like it's
It depends on the situation.
on the situation, right? If it's gonna be a one and done, then it's gonna be a one and done.
Yeah.
You're gonna do things in a different way. But if you know it's gonna take some time, you know this person is kind of hesitant to like open up to you, well then you're gonna have to go through a few dates, get to know somebody. But obviously you don't want to end up going forever and being dragged along because as the future mentioned, time, money, resources are a real deal for us.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, we'll put in the time, money, and resources, but they had to give a little also.
She got through a bone at least, or something to show you she's
right.
interested.
I mean, yes, throw that bone.
I mean, everybody should show their value.
Yes, there's ways we can phrase that, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think what we figured. What we realized when we were talking about this discussion was that, right, time, money, resources is important, but also know your limit and what's good for you and what you're willing to give up and what you're willing to take.
Yeah.
And vice versa. That means them also, right?
Sure.
So
I get that.
that was a good topic. That was a great topic. I like this guy. I like both these guys. They have some good information.
Let's get into our next one. Signs she's not that into you.
Yeah, we remember this one.
Of course, yeah.
So I got a blind date.
Okay.
Who set it up? I said
You said no
names.
names.
Shut up, Jay.
This
No
is a J
names.
episode.
So I was kind of excited to meet this person.
Right, and then they were. You would think they would be excited to meet you.
Yeah.
But what happened? How did they look?
I gotta remember how it went. So
Well, how did you know off the bat something was off?
the way she was dressed,
So why was she dressed?
not much caring about herself.
So no makeup.
Not really.
So she didn't put anything on. She just kind of. How was her hair? Just like
Yeah, pretty much.
how was her attire?
Couldn't tell because she wore like a kind of loose sweater.
That didn't you?
A loose sweater, dude. It sounds like hanging out at home.
Yeah. Now didn't you tell me about something about the sweater? It was
She had it reversed.
Oh, inside out?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wanted to hear you say it.
Because
So the girl didn't even put the sweater on right. She
No.
put it inside out.
see how bad it was.
So she didn't even care enough to make sure the sweater was on right, yo.
And I had to tell her too, like, you have your sweater reversed.
Oh shit!
What she said? Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'll fix it.
Wow. So that honestly, that's a turnoff.
Yo, that's a bad fucking date. Dude, that's the epitome of a bad date,
It
right?
was.
So, sign she's not into you. Dude, she didn't get dressed up. She put on a fucking sweater that was inside out.
Yeah.
No makeup, hair in a bun. Yeah, the person's they don't care, right? And if they don't care, why are you supposed to care?
Exactly.
Right? And I think I remember the discussion after that. They were like telling you like, well, why didn't you talk to her? I'm like,
Game over.
yeah, game over. Like, fuck that, right? If they're not into you, why are you gonna be into them? Why are you gonna even put that kind of effort, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of those signs that we went over. I mean, we went over a few other things. Do you remember anything that we went over?
Not off the top of my head, no.
You
I would have to go over those episodes.
You have to go over this episode, but signs that she's not into you. Oh yeah, we said that. Remember, that was the J episode. He was talking about the girl was only talking about herself.
Yes, he had his story on that.
And not him. Like didn't care about what he had to say.
Yeah.
And it became like more of like a job application or a job interview. Remember?
Yeah.
Because I remember he was saying something like the girl wanted to know like, well, I want to have this many kids by this age. I want to be married by this amount of time. I want this, and that.
And Jay like was, check please.
He just fucking bounced. Hey, he left. He paid the check.
Oh, he did.
And he left her.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, some people might say that's cold, but you know what?
Oh, it's not.
Some people might say it's cold.
See the futuro?
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded, yo.
No, it's not. It's being realistic.
I agree. I said some people. I didn't say everybody. But I remember saying this. You better figure out if this girl's into you because as we said on the episode before that, don't seal the deal.
Yes.
Time, resources, right? Everything that we mentioned. You do not want to waste on a person who doesn't even care about you. You don't want somebody that's just out there to get a free meal. Fuck that, right?
Of course.
They don't deserve you in that way. Now, if they want to get to know you and then you go out, then that's fine. Plus, eventually, as Brent would like to say, because you want to smash it, as he said plenty of times, then yeah, put in that time. But if somebody's just not feeling you at all and just kind of taking advantage of you, you gotta let them go.
It's time to dip.
Bye.
Dish them.
Bye, Felicia. I mean, yeah. It's real shit.
It is. All right, let's move on to the next one. Dating at the workplace. Should you or should you not?
Oh.
Let me pull that up.
For sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
We were slaying them, dude.
We were dating every girl there.
We were slaying them.
This is true. I remember I was dating. Who did I date? What was her name? You reminded me her name.
Monica?
Before that, the white girl.
Oh, the tall one.
Yeah, Heidi, ho. Well, she was, but I see. I don't want to say. It's bad.
Wait.
I apologize, Heidi. You might be a wonderful woman now. I don't know, but back then when we were.
Did you smash that?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't. But we went out. I went to her house. We made out. We messed around. We did our thing, right?
Yeah.
But there was something about her. I just was off. I don't know what it was at the time. I can't recall at the moment. But I just knew something was off. Like, and I just stopped talking to her.
Oh, you did that.
I stopped talking to her,
Oh.
and she got mad
Oh, she did.
that I stopped talking to her. It's like, why did you stop talking to me? It's like, and I didn't give her a reason. I was like, I don't know. And I try to avoid her at work.
That's tough.
Oh, which is one of the other things.
Yeah. That's why we rolled into the con.
Yeah, that's why we rolled into the con, and then I had to see her all the time.
Oh boy.
And then she started seeing another guy there, which she did very often. And then she would bring this other guy in front of me, like, "Oh, look at me now."
No way.
Yes.
She trophied him in front of you?
She trophied him in front of
did.
me. Oh, Karen, easy.
Absolutely. What did
That's
you
her
do?
shit.
Oh, I just kept doing my thing. It didn't bother
did your
me.
thing.
It didn't bother me.
Oh, no. It didn't bother me.
In her mind, think she was touching you.
Yeah, I was probably like, I was annoyed at the time, but it was like, it didn't bother me. It didn't like stop me from doing what I was gonna do.
Oh no.
Yeah, of course
Right?
not. Of course
But
not.
that was the con.
Name was it Puma?
Yes.
Was the name like Puma?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, true story, guys. That shit happened. Dating at the workplace, right? That's the topic?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I dated that girl. Howdy ho. And after it didn't work out, see what happens is if you date somebody at work, fine, everything's fine, Danny, when you're together.
Yeah.
But if you break up, like
Everything goes to shit.
Everything goes to shit. So now I had to see her at work, and then she started dating another guy, like probably like a few weeks after me. She's like, "Oh, he doesn't want to talk to you anymore, so let me move on." And then like I remember being at the lunch area, and she like had her arm around his arm, and went up to like my table who I was sitting with, and then said, she was like, "Oh, hi, hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, oh this is so and so. Oh, we gotta go."
You should have played back on her. Oh, so we're going on Friday, right? Just to piss her off.
I probably could have done that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I see how we're gonna play this.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Again, as I mentioned, it didn't stop me from doing what I was doing.
Oh, of course.
I mean, I was what, 19, 20?
And your prime?
Oh, bro. What's up? How you doing out there? But the key point of this was that it was uncomfortable being at work because the relationship that I did have at work didn't work out, right? I think you guys had some other stories about this too. I remember you guys had your Macy stories.
Yeah, I had a couple of them, but mine weren't that great. For me, dating at the workplace is don't do it.
Well, again, the whole point of going over this discussion was, I think what we realized there's a couple positive things.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, we went through some pros like, oh, you get to see them. You had somebody to have lunch with, right? You guys.
But that's what I was saying. For mine, it's probably not. Wouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that point. I'm trying to say like, there's some pros, but they ain't good enough to counteract the negatives, right? Because all those things that might be good at the end do not outweigh the bad things that could happen, right?
Pretty much should backfire on you.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hostile work environment. You're gonna have to deal with coworkers that now people choose sides, right? Like if you have friends in the workplace, they're gonna choose, well, I'm her friend, or I'm his friend, and now people are not cool anymore.
Civil War, damn it.
Civil War in Macy's at Universal Studios or wherever you work at. And I think we also mentioned if one person's a higher position, right, you could end up dealing with some kind of sexual harassment. They can try to come after you that way, cost you your job. I mean, all these negatives, like the little positives that I was trying to say, do not outweigh the negatives. So I think in the long run, what we decided and we figured out was, don't do it. Like take your chances, and if you're one of the few people that you found your soulmate and this is the person you're gonna be with forever, go for it. But it's not a smart idea in the long run for most of us.
It's not recommended.
Not recommended. Yeah, good knowledge on that one though.
Yeah.
Send us to the next one.
Good deal. Next one: signs that he or she is cheating.
Oh God,
I got one for that.
Ready to hear it?
Oh.
Now, if that's out of the norm, then that's definitely a sign.
Well, if you're coming home after work every night and it takes, you know how long it takes to get from point A to point B, right?
Right. Or they
always go straight home.
Or they're constantly giving reasons that they have to stay late for they're holding us late because there's some event going on. Or...
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying if your norm is to just get out of work, takes you 10 minutes to get home.
Yes.
That's what it is. And then oddly, when all of a sudden you just start, I gotta come late. I gotta come late.
I'm staying an hour late.
Yeah.
I'm staying a few hours. They're keeping us on extra shift.
The only times you stay late, I'll just get a sample. When you gotta do like inventory.
Right. So occasionally, sometimes you might have to stay late. That's fine. But now it's getting like all the time.
Yeah.
That could be an issue. Now this relates to something that I was talking with my niece.
Oh, that's right.
So shout out to Melanie. She told me this story because I was going over the discussion of the subject, and she actually told me the story. And she said that I can use this.
Yeah.
So she had an ex that she was going out with, and he worked at a senior care facility. Now he wasn't a nurse. He wasn't one of the people that were working with the seniors, but he was the cook, preparing the food for the seniors.
Yeah.
So he would be working there. He'd have a shift from this time to this time.
Okay.
And he'd come home on a schedule, like you said.
Yeah.
This wasn't during the pandemic?
Well, this is pre-pandemic.
He had his routine.
He had a routine. Now, the pandemic hit, and he said he had to start working late. Now, his reasoning was because of the pandemic, a lot of the workers were not going to work, so they asked him to stay later.
Yeah.
To cover other people's shifts, right? And she didn't blink an eye. She's like, I understand, it's perfectly fine, but it started becoming to the point like it was every day, and he'd get off supposed to get off at 9. He would come home at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And she started being like, okay, yeah, that's weird.
That's abusive now.
Yeah, like that. No, that doesn't seem right. And she started asking him like, what's going on? Or is something? Why you staying that late?
Yeah.
And he kept on playing. No, don't. Like, you're crazy. It's work. It's a pandemic. He put every excuse in the book to make her feel like it wasn't a big deal.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, she got a random text by a random person that she didn't know, and it was another person that said, "Girl, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but unfortunately, like, your man is lying to you. He's messing with some girl at work." And she said when she got that, she was pissed because she in her heart she knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
And sure enough, when he confronted her, he couldn't say anything. He couldn't lie. He couldn't make it up. Apparently, he was actually dating one of the nurses.
Wow, that's crazy.
And he would stay after and just go out with her, and basically have like these little Sancha.
That was it. Wow. Yeah, it's a fucked up story, and this is a fucked up subject.
Yep, I was about to say.
Yeah, this was a tough subject because I remember saying something in the lines of, unfortunately, like a lot of people had to deal with somebody cheating on you, messing up on you. As you heard the story about my niece, that true story that we discussed. Yeah, like, what was that? Oh, they're still there. Oh, give me that. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Dismissed.
Watch this. It took that long.
Yeah.
It took a few hours.
It did do a screensaver?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Almost. Close. But yeah, there's some clear signs.
Yeah.
Right? Staying at work late every night or to extreme hours.
Yes.
Right?
Unusual time.
Unusual times. I remember saying that. Telling, like I was mentioning there, like they would tell when you bring up something, they just tell you you're crazy, that it's all in your head. They try to like talk you out of it, right?
Yeah.
They're distant, right? You guys, they're not as intimate as you were before. I mean, there's a lot of these signs that can happen that should just point you like, hey, something's not right. And
something goes off the norm.
And it's like that intuition, right?
Yeah.
Like if something feels wrong, then it probably is wrong. If when there's smoke, there's fire, and you should definitely like look into it with your partner if something like that's happening.
For sure.
Now, so I'm gonna keep on. I remember there was other stories that we were discussing.
Okay.
Didn't you tell me something?
Oh.
About Wait.
What?
I'm trying to remember now. No, but didn't you mention something?
Honestly, I can't even remember right now.
You're killing me.
Not right now. Can't remember right now.
See, he's like the captain right now. But either way, hopefully, I would recommend anybody who's in a relationship and you're having issues, go back to this episode. What episode was that?
Signs that he or she is cheating.
What episode is that? Oh, it doesn't say?
It doesn't say.
I think it was, we went at like episode 4.
It is...
Episode 4 or 5?
2, 3, 4. 4.
Episode 4. Go back to episode 4.
Season 2, episode 4.
We weren't on video yet.
No.
At the time. But the things that we mentioned, the things that we talked about, hopefully could be very helpful to get people out of that situation.
Yeah.
That was a tough subject. Yeah. I remember mentioning that happened to me.
Yeah.
I do recall. Yeah, I remember saying that how my first like real relationship that lasts like 3.5 years. Like,
you did say that.
18, 19, 20, somewhere around there. 17, 18, my early years.
Wendy.
Oh, it's wind.
Yeah.
It's the wind. See, this is why we came inside. She went out to eat with a friend, and then while she was on that dinner, on their friend date, she realized it was a date because the guy went all out. And she went up to me and told me like, I think I just went on a date. I'm like, how the fuck do you think you just went on a date? The fuck you mean?
So either you know or you don't.
Either you went on a date or you didn't go. I'm like, so you went on a date? She goes, I guess I did. I go, oh, okay. And that was the beginning of the end. Like right there, I was like, once I figured that out, yeah, we broke up like
that was
soon after. Come on.
Of course.
I think I went on a date. Right? Your girl tell you that? Yeah, you know you got some issues. So I learned way back then. I was 20. Yeah.
One out of 10, how much did it hurt to you?
It was my first love. My first, we were together 3.5 years. Like I said, like from right at the end of high school to after that.
Yeah.
So I didn't know any better. So it was like a punch in the gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were in the room, kicking yourself, crying.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself at that time. And then I realized, like, you know what, she wasn't the right person for me. And we probably should have broken up like 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
Right? You got to see these signs that somebody's not into you, which is the episode before that. Right?
Pretty much.
So this is how we went about these episodes. So yeah, tough episode, man. But like I said, go back to listen to that one if you guys are having that issue.
All right.
What else we got? Or
Our next one. This is actually our first video. A secret to change her mind about you.
Isn't it? We can throw it up there.
Oh, we could, but I'll throw that whole thing over.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I'll throw this off.
got it.
Yeah,
Got
like.
it.
By
I
the
went on
way,
a hot air balloon.
oh, let's see.
See? Thank
And
you.
I'm
You want to go look at ostriches?
Bro.
Oh, so do I. Ostriches are my favorite animal.
And I went on a hot air balloon, and I am fucking terrified of heights, dude.
Really?
Terrified, dude. Yes.
How long were you up
How'd
there?
you deal with that?
It was too fucking long. I don't remember, dude. I was sweating balls. It felt
So
like
how long?
a day.
Okay,
It was
question.
probably just like 20 minutes.
How long were
It
you?
probably was. Could have been 10, dude.
How long were you dating this girl?
Long time, actually. It was a long time.
Was it worth it?
No.
No.
Absolutely
No.
not. God. Absolutely not, dude. But, you know.
Now, because you did this, did you guys still keep going out?
Oh,
Get a
yeah.
little more serious for a while?
Oh, yeah.
So it did work.
It did work. No,
Even though-
that worked.
It did work.
It worked.
You did
Yes.
something that you didn't really want to do.
Oh, no.
But you did it just because you
Yep.
wanted to.
Hot air
Continue this.
fucking balloon, bro.
Nope.
Fuck that.
I'm gonna nope out on that one. Sorry.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
So
I mean,
You
that
pass
does
on that?
work.
I'm actually pretty down with that. I'll
Me
do
too.
that. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Good-
I'll do it.
good for
Air
you.
balloon.
Good for you.
All right, tell me after you land, because that bitch is a rough ride when you land, bro. Take my advice. Don't do hot air
Do
balloons.
you do roller coasters?
No.
Oh, see?
Oh, I'd have done that too. Fuck.
Okay, so that's,
Oh, man.
I like roller
I'm a dumb
coasters.
motherfucker, dude.
Yes, he is.
Shit.
I hate roller
We love
coasters.
you, though.
So a girl like roller coasters. You
Yeah.
took it to
I
Magic Mountain.
took it to Magic Mountain, dude.
So, oh
I
damn.
give
I'm
you
a
props for
bigger
that one because
dumb-
even if I liked it, I would not go on the roller
I'm a
coaster.
fucking dong.
I just wouldn't take her there. I would like.
Is that it?
Yep.
What was the episode name again? Because it was classic.
A secret to change her mind about you.
A secret to change your mind about you, right?
Yeah.
That was an interesting episode because that's the situation where like you're kind of dating somebody, and we were like saying, oh, maybe you're not into them.
Yeah.
But this is the case where they're not sure if they were into you.
I was
And-
about to say, maybe you already hooked up with them and everything.
no, you haven't hooked up.
No, you even said it on that one. Maybe you already hooked up with them once, but they changed their mind about you.
Or both. You hooked up and you want it again, and they're like, I don't know about you anymore. Or you like have been dating and you haven't hooked up yet, and she's like, oh no, she's kind of like not gonna give you the time of day anymore.
Yeah.
And you want to like change that. So either way, you want it again, or you haven't got it and you want it. You want to actually seal the deal.
Yeah.
The things that we do, man, we do all some crazy shit. You just heard it from A-Folk right there. He went on a hot air balloon and he's afraid of heights. That's some shit.
He has to have sacrifice what he wanted.
Hey, yeah, he sacrificed what he had to do
Yeah.
to get what he wanted. As many of us have done in the past.
Future topic: crazy things men do for women.
Oh, we're gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
By the way, that's gonna happen later this season. Crazy things men do for women.
Yep.
That was a good one. I remember saying one thing to you, and
What
you're
was
like,
it?
I said to both of you, but you were like, what?
What?
Listen to what they have to say. Let them talk. Be totally into it. You're like, why do I have to?
But I think I said you gotta play as a chess, making believe
Right.
they're winning, but they're not winning.
There was a term that I used. Oh, you have to feign interest.
Yeah.
You have to feign interest a little bit, right? Because they're gonna tell you everything they like. Oh my God, I love tea parties, and I'm like, oh my God, I
Me
love
too.
tea. I also like to drink things, you know.
Even though you look like you're throwing up.
Right, whatever it is, right? Even though I'm afraid of heights or I'm doing some wild thing, We'll go out of bounds a little bit of our comfort
But
zone.
like I said, there's always a limit to it.
There is a limit. Yeah, right. I think so.
I don't think you're gonna jump out on the plane or the.
Oh well,
parachute.
okay. For him, he went on hot air balloon.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that shit.
that was your limit.
I'm like, okay, you go on it.
I'll watch you down here.
Well, why is it your limit though?
That thing feels sketch to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder.
No skydiving, no bungee jumping, no nothing like that.
I might.
Well, he goes to the roller coaster, right?
I go to roller coasters.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid of heights. It's just that the hot air balloon thing. It's just I feel like if I was in like in a parachute, I might feel safer.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Safer than in
hot air balloon because I'm not in control of the hot air balloon, and if something happens.
What if you have a parachute in the hot air balloon?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll go on.
Okay, then I'm fine.
Maybe. But probably not.
But
probably not.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because you know what, we're guys and we're one track minded at times, and sometimes we want to get what we want to get, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to get that.
Yeah.
That's the motto of a man. Do what you got to do to get what you want.
Yes, sir.
Wow, this is getting.
All right.
Are we in halfway?
This is where it's gonna get interesting, actually.
Oh, we're doing random select.
Oh.
So we're going to our next episode, but I'm gonna randomly pick the main part, in the main subject where we're gonna start. So we're just gonna listen to it and go from there.
Okay.
This one is how to let shit go.
How to let shit go.
Yeah.
That's a good subject. I remember that.
Let's see.
Somewhere in the end, right? Yeah. Oh.
Y'all, we all dealt with this.
Yeah, I'm the same way right now. But I'm dealing with it. I do what I gotta do.
It could be like a boss chewing you out.
Yeah.
It could be a coworker getting, maybe they're not liking whatever you're doing,
Of course.
right? Don't take it. Sometimes they might get mad because I'm making up scenarios here.
It could be just criticism,
Yeah.
They might expect you to want to do more, do better.
Yeah. Maybe they feel like you're not pulling your weight.
Yeah.
Or maybe they feel like you're getting preferential treatment over them, even though you're doing the same exact job, right? I've had this happen where like somebody likes me more than another employee before my job I have now.
Yeah.
I've had a case where somebody likes me more than the other person.
Yeah.
So
You're getting benefits of the.
I get the benefit of that, and then they fucking hit on me,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, well, it's not my fault.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good random select.
Yeah.
That was actually a very good spot on random select. How to let shit go. Like at the workplace, right? That was at the workplace. You said it right there. What did you say? You said something in there. You said
Shit, I'm trying to keep this in order, so.
I know. Come on,
can't.
you literally said something like you said like it's oh my god.
I know what you're saying, but I can't remember
The word, like
the word
there's a
he said.
specific word he said.
Yes.
He's not gonna go back into it.
I know.
It's not you. It's not you particularly. It's
Yeah. I still
It's
can't remember.
it's not judgmental. It's criticism.
criticism. Yeah.
There you go. He said sometimes it's tough criticism, sometimes it's constructive criticism, but sometimes when we hear that criticism, it brings us down and it makes you feel negative.
Yeah.
Don't remember, some criticism could be a beneficial thing, and like we've done that with each other.
Oh, yeah,
like
of
we
course.
criticize each other about doing something here, not doing enough there. But at the end of the day, it's because we're trying to make things better, right?
Yes.
So that's the thing about letting shit go.
And in a way, we balance each other out.
And we balance each other out. So whenever you hear somebody say something, at least when we're talking with each other, it's not like putting somebody down. It's like saying, "Hey, you're doing this, but you could be doing this," and vice versa. And we all hear each other out, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Other things that I remember in that episode to let shit go, and this was something that you said that I remember I really connected with is go for a walk.
Yes.
Go do something you love. Go for a jog. Go hiking.
Call it a day.
Call it a day. Some days that like you get out of the bed in the wrong way and everything is going wrong. Just go home.
Watch, stay in the bed.
Stay in bed.
Don't even get out.
Yeah. Don't
Just stay in the bed.
put in one of your rainy day movies that we did in that one
Oh,
episode. Go watch John Wick. Right.
You're gonna have to take a me day that day.
Yeah.
Gee.
Blue Streak. I'll watch some Friday and just be at home, veg out, and just say, you know what? I'm done with the day, and let shit go.
Yeah,
right.
Get that.
Meditation. I remember saying meditation. Take a time out, breathe, clear your mind, things like that. I mean, there's a lot of things that we mentioned in that episode to help.
Anything that's a hobby is something that can take your mind off shit.
I mean, you've been doing that recently, like in these past 2 weeks, actually. I mean, you like dived into God of War.
I'm into this game, dude.
Like you literally are a god right now of war.
I don't know about all that, but in the game I am.
Well, you control the gods.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So in your case, that was very beneficial for you. Like,
Yeah.
I think you needed that veg out moment. It's not even veg out because your mind is like into it.
Of course.
Like that story. Did you get it already?
Of course.
He's beating you though.
Well, yeah, I'm working. I can't like call down and stay home.
He's crippled. He's crippled. He's crippled. But once you guys both finish it, we'll discuss how you guys felt about the game in detail. But yeah, there's a lot of things to let you go. If you guys are dealing with some tough moments, go back to this episode. How to let shit go.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Let's move on to the next one.
I like this random select. It's kind of interesting. I don't even know. Now I don't know what's coming.
Unexpected.
You know what the next one is?
Which one?
To Thought or Not.
Oh, this was dropping fire. Yeah, we fucking.
Yeah, because they look good. So they're going to get a lot of attention. You're not the only person that's giving them attention. And is she gonna accept that attention?
Of course.
Generally speaking, yup, yes. And you got to,
Especially if it's monetary.
especially if it's monetary. If she's looking for somebody to like take her out, feed her, dress her, house her.
Hauser.
Hauser, yeah. Some girls want to get paid the rent.
Something like this?
Yeah, but not to a high scale, like probably to a minimal scale. I had a girl back in my day when I worked at Macy's.
What was the story?
She worked in the juniors department, and I was really feeling her, dude. She was super.
Damn, I
cool.
landed around this one.
But her only thing with me is we would hang out and everything, but she would never want to go to the next level because it was more monetary for her. She was her line was always like, "You look really good, but I hate that you don't have money."
Yeah. Because you're working at Macy's
Yeah,
at the time.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you were like a teen still, right?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, if you had some feria.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the funny thing is she's like same.
Yeah, literally the same age.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Not the same age.
That's very true. We were in the same position, but that's the thing.
Yeah.
Wow, so
She was a very, very pretty girl. So her value, whether she was at low level like me, she was up here.
in her
mind.
I remember saying this. Thought, by the way, thought is a state of mind. Being a thought is a state of mind, right? We discussed how to find it, how to.
But the funny thing, that time, her thought was high. Imagine this generation these days, how high is now.
Oh, it'll be through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What's the? There was a few sayings that we said over here.
which ones?
But it was mentioned it. But I remember we were talking about this before. It's gonna come back to me because this is the one. This is the price.
Got you out of guard.
No, I think that a lot of people have like this thing of like, the 49er thing.
Yes.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, right. She's
She's an actual 4, but she thinks she's a 9.
Yes.
right? Now this girl was actually more than a 4.
Yeah.
Obviously, right? But she thought she was a 12.
Exactly.
A 15.
Exactly.
She's like, people should give me shit.
Exactly.
And since you don't have that, I don't want to be with you. Even though I think you're attractive, and
no, she still hung out with me and everything.
Oh,
It wouldn't go past a certain point.
She's like, oh yeah, but I don't want to keep going because
It's like I had like a little. Sorry to say it, but kind of like a little hole, you know. I could put in them. If I want an extra, I gotta put in the money.
Well, that's the definition of a thought.
But since I didn't put in the money for it, I get no extra.
Yeah, she's like, oh, that's all you get.
Yeah.
But she played with you.
Yeah.
She played with you. So, that's another topic.
But I had some good moments teasing her back. So.
Oh, of course.
Puma, you went around to help him out, Puma.
I know this. He was a young buck. I think what we essentially said is like going out with the thought is fun.
Yes.
But understand with the situation, right?
Yes.
They're gonna look good. You're gonna have a good time. The sex will probably be amazing. But you know, she probably has OnlyFans, but you will not be her only fan. Remember we mentioned that?
We did.
All these things. Just be aware that you're not going to be the only one that grabs her attention. Whoever has the right money, fame, position, power at that moment, that's who she's going to rock with, right? And if you don't have that, she'll bounce on you real quick. So take it for what it is. Know what you're dealing with. Have fun if you want to. I mean, you're definitely going to have a good time, but don't. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't make a hoe into a housewife.
Nope.
That's just the way life goes.
Yes.
Yeah. I was
much.
There was some more saucy stuff in there that we went over. I remember, but generally that's the consensus that we came out with at the end of that episode.
If you want to hear the rest, go see the episode.
Go back.
So next one, how to deal with a cock blocker.
Oof.
Let's get into this one.
Let's get it.
You're involved in at that moment.
I get you.
So let me say that. So the way we wrote it is kind of savage.
I really want to know what
the sheep from the herd.
Yeah.
Disarm.
But it's the concept. Like you got to separate the sheep from. Is that what wolves do?
It is. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Hey, you know what? Let's call it what it is.
Shit.
Right?
Okay.
You separating the sheep from
Or
the herd.
or disarm, neutralize it.
Right. Neutralize their target.
Keep going. Let it keep going.
It sounds
we're going to military terms now.
Yeah, it sounds negative, but again,
it doesn't.
Again, as I try to explain, it's the concept of just getting that alone time so you can actually talk to the person and you can get a real feel for the situation you have with this person.
There you go. That's it. That's what I wanted to hear. All right. Fine, you're right. It's just, it is what it is. He just likes to state the facts. Just call it what it is. And, sorry. Let's go back. Dealing with the cock blocker. The whole situation with the cock blocker is you're trying to talk to somebody, but there's somebody blocking your way.
Yeah.
So how do you get that alone time so you can talk to the person that you actually want to talk to and, you know, get that date, go out, seal the deal, smash, whatever you want to do, whatever your end goal is, how do you get rid of them? And we said it, separate the sheep from the herd, because we're wolves, man, we're hunters. Right?
That's
very true.
That's part of the DNA.
Yeah. I remember saying, the number one best way to deal with the cock blocker is get your wingman, right?
That is the best way. For sure.
I have been one of the best wingmen. Like, I'll pat myself on the back on that one. I don't have to get anything, but I know how to help out my brothers that need help and be like, have you met the future, right? And just that's the easiest, best way to deal with them is get the buddy system, right?
It is.
And it works very well.
There's a lot of plays. I mean, I remember saying you can talk to both of them. Like that's more of a
That's high difficulty.
High difficulty, right? Remember we were just saying that.
I guess your interests on both of them seem you are talking the same way.
Yeah, exactly, right? Find out what they're both into. Find out maybe they're celebrating something if they're celebrating a birthday, or like the girl you want to talk to, it was her sister's birthday. Like, oh, happy birthday! Let me give you a birthday shot, and you kind of get them both like.
Yeah, rough on them.
Happy, and get them in a good mood, and then they're like, oh, the defenses come down, right? And then you can talk to who you want to, and then you get the gazelle and you stuck it, and you. I'm just kidding. I don't know what. One of those.
You're a fool, man.
I am a fool sometimes. Hey, but it is what it is, as he said. So he called me on. It's true. Fuck it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. All
right. Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one.
Apparently. Everybody gets one.
Okay. So, our last one. Do's and don'ts on a first date.
Now, this was a few weeks ago already. Couple weeks.
Oh, shoot.
2-3 weeks.
The season of...
That was awesome.
That was good. Hey, he needed that one.
Yeah.
Real facts, bro. Hey,
Real facts.
Savage. Hey, the truth is savage sometimes. Yes, it is.
It
I
is,
feel like we
very
missed
much
the
so.
good part.
That's what I think we established that. You know,
Yes.
like I think that's a good point that it is
Okay.
a double standard. No matter what you say,
Oh, yeah.
no matter how progressive life can be or whatever the fuck it is, everything is going to be a double standard. You know,
Yeah.
men have a certain role, women have a certain role. Women give it up, we want to take it.
Exactly.
You know, and so I think the do's and don'ts apply in certain ways. Doesn't apply to
Yeah.
women and men. So I think this is
I think-
this is a really good platform.
And I think
really
not every situation is the same.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So you gotta recognize the situation and then
Yeah,
handle it.
and I think that's a good
Certain
point.
way.
Like we're establishing ground rules.
Ground rules.
Like
Absolutely.
Okay. I feel like we missed the good part on that.
Yeah, I got it a little ahead.
Yeah. But
But we are guessing, so.
but regardless, hey folk, bro, putting it down.
You got to be on the show more, man.
You got to be more on the. He wants to be as much as he can.
I know.
He's a family man. He can't.
course.
He does. We're not on top of the list.
Hey, I heard I got fired. He got hired.
We wanted to, but he couldn't take the job, so
Oh.
you're stuck with it.
So the job is back to you.
It's going back to you. The do's and don'ts on a first date, as he mentioned, it's not equal, right? They're dependent, right? They have, as a guy, we want things. It's up to women if they want to give it, right? In so
course.
many words.
Yeah.
There's things that you can do to improve your chances, and there's things that you're gonna do that could hinder your chances of sealing a deal, of getting what you want.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. So, going back to some of the other things we said, don't come dressed proper.
Yes.
Don't come with your inside-out sweater,
Yes.
right? Don't leave a little mystery. I remember history versus mystery. It's okay to talk a little bit about yourself, but don't go into
Don't
details.
show all your cards.
Don't show all your cards. You
Not
know,
off the bat.
That's what I'm saying.
Let them want more,
More.
right? Give yourself a little mystery, right? Because if you give too much, you're gonna scare somebody off, right?
Or you got nothing else to talk.
Right? Or it could be like the situation with Jay, where the girl was talking about everything that she wanted, and says, "I want this, I want that, I want a relationship, I want to get married by this age. My ovulation is this time for baby." I don't know. Like she basically said everything to scare a man off.
Yeah.
Like hey, ladies, you want to scare a man off on a first date?
Say that.
Tell them you want babies soon, like right away, right? And get married within the next year. Like you're done. You're like we're not. Like yeah, do we want those things too? Some of us do, right? But we gotta work into that. You gotta prove that to me. Things you should do, right? I mean, we did mention chivalry. It's not dead, but it should be adjusted for the modern times, right?
Yeah.
Don't go all out, but definitely, be courteous.
Yeah.
I'm still the type of dude to open a person's door, right? Pull out the chair. Oh, you cold? Give her your jacket. Would you give somebody your jacket?
Again, I'm not savage. I'm civilized.
I never said your words. But he is a wolf.
It's not training day, damn it.
What else did we say about the dudes? Remember the check dance? It's okay to do the check dance. I know you're looking at
Comfortable settings.
yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure. Sometimes there's a difference between being a little bit assertive and taking charge, and then not being an ass. What's that? Oh, that's the wind, huh?
The win.
We got a lot of wind out here.
A lot of wind. Man, it's crazy right now. So yeah, be assertive, right? Like I remember on the date that I was saying, I knew the restaurant. I made suggestions of what to order. I already knew what kind of wine I wanted.
Yeah.
I said
You took charge.
I took charge.
And you had everything calculated already.
Yep. And my date appreciated it, right? And
Oh, how could it not? How could it not, bro?
I know.
But here's the difference. Don't be rude to the staff. Don't be an ass. Don't be a douche, right? Don't be like, well, it should be like this, and start like acting like all pretentious. Like you're that dude, you out. Like I can't stand people like that, right? So there's a difference between being confident and asserting yourself
Don't be a douche, bro.
and being a douche bro. So So that was a lot of good information that we went over on that episode.
Yeah, it was. I like this little random pick. I think we should start doing this.
It worked. It worked. It did actually work because everything that we went over was actually good information. We just had to like pick. I was worried that it was going to be somewhere in the middle, but no, it actually kind of landed on.
You had it all shuffle.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna do this one.
But yeah, that was it for our main subject.
Dude, 9 great subjects that we went over. A lot of things that I thought could help men out there and women too. And so, both. Actually, you know what? Knowing both sides is actually very, very beneficial because you know how women work, you know how men work. You can work your way around that.
Yeah.
To navigate the minefield that the relationships are. We talked about letting shit go. I mean, shit happens all the time.
Of course.
Right?
And all this is connected.
All this is connected. Life is dicey.
You get everything. You get all these things in order, and you'll be solid.
And speaking of, like, going over, like, we already discussed where we're gonna go over the next for the next 9 episodes for season 3.
Yeah,
There's some good shit, guys.
we got some fire.
We got some fun.
It's coming up soon.
It's coming up real soon. Now, not as soon as you would like because next week happens to be
Thanksgiving
week. So we're gonna be spending time with family and things like that. And some of us might not be in town, or we're gonna be doing our thing. So we are taking.
Damn.
I know.
We'll be back the first week of December.
But the first week of December, all the way out to the end of the year, and then coming in with fire, starting 2023.
It's around the corner.
Yep.
All you're gonna see is Breaking M Theory. Damn, did I just do that? Did I just do that? Did I do that?
We are the future.
All right, guys. So, first week of December, next week. First week of December subject.
Let's do it.
What we got?
First fire. Does porn make better bedroom fun?
I have a lot to say about that.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people do.
A lot of people do. A lot of people have their ideas. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna go over this. I hope to have. We hope to have A-Folk back for this one.
Oh, this would be nice.
Because he's the one that actually brought this episode up.
Yes.
So
one of my cousins said he was okay. We call him, have a conversation.
Oh shit! Well, there you go.
We'll bring him up too.
Yeah. So it'd be good. So what? 5 people in total. One in phone line.
So little future.
Little future.
Little future. Hey, little future. All right, let's do it.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good episode, guys.
It was.
Let's close it out.
All right. And we out.
Good night.
Late